Welcome everyone to this crash course of the Dutch language. My name is Jack, and this is Fien, and over here we have Henk, and we're all teachers at the University of Amsterdam, and we teach Dutch as a foreign language. And we are here to teach you the basics of our beautiful language. But first of all, let's go through the program. First, we start with a warming up. Then we're going to meet and greet, and then, of course, we're going to talk about the alphabet and the numbers. And of course, after that, you need to be able to order drinks in a bar, and we have music for you. And Henk is our singer, and of course, he's going to sing a few songs for you, and we expect you to sing along with him. But before we start, we have to do a warming up. That is of the utmost importance if you speak Dutch. If you want to speak Dutch, you have to do this. So I kindly ask you to get out of your seats. Stand up, please. All right. And do as I do. First of all, we need to massage our face. That is very important before speaking Dutch. So what you do is 2 fingers and just put them in the center of your cheeks, and then make little circles and make them bigger. And then when you reach the end, then you go back to the center of your cheek. Just do that. Do you already feel relaxed? Yes? Okay, it's very important to do that. Then, okay, then we're going to start massaging our forehead. So what you do is just put 2 fingers above your nose and then do like I do. Just go to the end of your forehead and work your way up to the top. And when you've reached the top, you go back again and do that a couple of times. That is very important. All right? Oh, I can see all these relaxing faces now. That's very good. All right, fine, good. Second thing, which is very important before speaking Dutch, is we need to relax the muscles in our cheek. So what we're going to do is pretend you're eating a sandwich. And the sandwich is very tasty. So what you need to do is just make the sound of eating a sandwich. Do as I do. And it's very tasty. So All right. Now we have to clean the inside of our mouth with our tongue. So we do like this. And we just get these breadcrumbs. There's something here. Is your mouth clean? Mm-hmm. Not entirely. You need some mouthwash. So pretend you'll take a sip of mouthwash and you start gargling. Spit it out. Again, another sip. Gargle. Spit it out. Very good. All right. Last thing, we need to do 2 more things. That is, we're going to practice the vowels in Dutch. And do as I do. O. O. Ah. Ah. O. O. Ah. Ah. O. O. Ah. Ah. Enough. Last thing is the consonants. Can you repeat these words after me? Pannenkoeken bakken.
Pannenkoeken bakken.
Pannenkoeken bakken.
Pannenkoeken bakken.
Any idea what you just said? No one? No. Making pancakes. All right. Pannenkoeken bakken.
Pannenkoeken bakken.
Pannenkoeken bakken.
Pannenkoeken bakken.
Fietsenbanden plakken.
Fietsenbanden plakken.
Fietsenbanden plakken.
Fietsenbanden plakken.
Any idea what that is? No? Well, fietsenbanden, a fiets is a bicycle. Everybody in this country has a bicycle. And when you get a flat tire, you need to fix the flat tire. So that is fietsenbanden plakken. Fietsenbanden plakken.
Fietsenbanden plakken.
Fietsenbanden plakken.
Fietsenbanden plakken.
Pannenkoeken bakken.
Pannenkoeken bakken.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Come back to your seat. Thank you very much. All right. That was the warming up. And again, if you don't have time to do all that before speaking Dutch, a couple of beers or a few gin tonics will do the trick as well. Huh? All right. We're going to go to this part of our presentation. Many people find Dutch a very complicated language. Well, I can assure you it's not. It is not more difficult than learning any other language. Except Chinese. I have a Chinese father and a Dutch mother, but I was born and raised in this country, so Dutch is my mother tongue. My father tried to teach me a few words of Chinese, and I have to admit I didn't get very far. The only thing foreigners might find difficult is the pronunciation of certain sounds. We have lovely guttural sounds. They're very, very beautiful. They go like this. Beautiful. So what I want you to do is this. Just repeat the words after me. Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen.
Goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag.
Hoe gaat het?
Hoe gaat het?
Goed.
Goed.
All right. Very beautiful. Now, this is a beautiful picture of the canals of Amsterdam. Many people know that, but they think Amsterdam is world famous for its coffee shops and its red light district, but that is partly true. We have beautiful canals. Do you have any idea how many canals we have in Holland? In Amsterdam, sorry, I must say. Amsterdam, how many canals are there? Any idea?
88.
Well, you're right, sir. 88 is the correct answer. But first, we go to the Dutch word canal. Do you know what that is in Dutch? The Dutch word for canal is gracht. Yeah, gracht. Could you please repeat after me? Gracht.
Gracht.
Beautiful. Now, the Dutch word for 88 is 88. Could you please repeat after me? 88. Now, all these canals are very pretty. They're very beautiful. And the Dutch word for very pretty is prachtig. Could you please repeat after me? Prachtig.
Prachtig.
Now, when we put this word in a sentence, we get this. Amsterdam heeft 88 prachtige grachten. Could you please repeat after me? Amsterdam heeft 88 prachtige grachten. Now, that might be a challenge for some of you. All right. And here, as you can see, we have beautiful paintings of our world-famous canals. And I think this is a picture of the Herengracht. And I think this is the Prinsengracht. And yeah, we come to this word. All right. Spend some time in this country, ladies and gentlemen, and you will quickly learn that this word is one of the most important words in the Dutch language. This funny guttural sounding word. Could you please repeat after me? Gezellig.
Gezellig.
Well, you see the pronunciation is not so difficult. But now comes the tricky part. Its translation in English. It's almost impossible to translate this word because one would need a dozen words to describe the word, and they all come up short. Words like warm, comfortable, quaint, cozy, welcoming, all these words come together in this funny Dutch word. In fact, gezellig is more like a feeling, and we all know how difficult it is to describe our feelings. And Dutch people tend to evaluate practically everything on its particular level of gezelligness. So everything in Holland can be gezellig. A meal with friends can be gezellig. A walk on the beach or in the park can be gezellig. An apartment can be gezellig. A person can be gezellig. And you know what Dutch women find giving birth gezellig. Now, isn't that extraordinary? And whenever you're invited to a Dutch home, always leave and say to your hosts, it was gezellig. They will be thrilled, they will be delighted, and you will definitely receive a new invitation. So remember that word, gezellig. The second word on our list is borrel. It's also a very important word in our language, and borrel has two meanings. The original meaning of the word is a formal designation for a glass of spirits, an alcoholic beverage. Something like Dutch gin, Dutch Geneva. That's the original meaning of the word. The second meaning of the word is more popular, and it means a social, informal gathering of people with drinks and snacks, and usually they are free. And the Dutch love going to borrels because, you know, it's free. The Dutch people love everything which is free. So if ever you're invited to a borrel, always go to that. And they usually come with a theme. We have the Friday afternoon borrel to celebrate the beginning of the weekend. And of course, there is the New Year's borrel to celebrate the beginning of a new year. We have the borrel usually after a conference or, if you're lucky, after a meeting. Always go, because it's the only chance you get free drinks and free snacks in this country. Last word is this one, the Dutch word lekker. Now, if you speak German, you know the meaning of that word because it's exactly the same meaning in German. Lekker refers to food and drinks, and it can be translated into tasty or yummy. But I must say, the Dutch have taken some liberty with that word over time because they now use it to describe practically everything. Not only food and drinks can be lekker in Holland, but everything, an experience, a feeling. And I will show you a few examples. Well, if you look at the first word, lekkere broodjes means, well, tasty sandwiches. So the literal meaning of the word lekker. But when the weather is pleasant in Holland, when it's not too hot, not too cold, we say we have yummy weather, we have tasty weather. When it's pleasantly calm, we would say something like lekker rustig, pleasantly calm. And when you wish someone good night, we say in Dutch, slaap lekker, means something like sleep tasty, have a tasty sleep. Sleep tasty. Don't you think that's funny? Well, I do. Well, anyway, then there is another thing, and then we go to our presentation. We're going to teach you the basics of our language. This is important. Lekker, as you know, is tasty. The Dutch word for thing is ding. Well, so we're talking about a tasty thing. Een lekker ding, a tasty thing. Well, if you find someone's hot, then you could say, oh, wow, that's een lekker ding. But I must warn you, you can never say that to the person directly. So when you're amongst friends, you can do that. But never say that to the person directly because that person might be offended. So remember these three words, here they come again. Lekker, borrel and gezellig. And use these words a lot during your stay in this country. All right, we go to this part and we go to the meet and greet part. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few words and please repeat after me. And here we go. Dag.
Dag.
All right, this is a very funny word. When you come into a room, you can use this word. Dag.
Dag.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Hoi.
Hoi.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, I must say, hoi and hey are a bit informal. So if you have a job interview, don't come in the room and say hoi. That is a bit too informal. The Dutch are very informal, but at a job interview, not specifically. So don't say hoi and hey. We go to the next line. Hoe gaat het?
Hoe gaat het?
Goed.
Goed.
En met jou?
En met jou?
Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen.
Goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag.
Goedenavond.
Goedenavond.
Very well, very well. And this beautiful sound, you do it very, very well, very well. It sounds very sexy, really. All right, now when we leave the room, we say tot ziens.
Tot ziens.
And tot ziens is a bit formal. It's like the French au revoir or the Italian arrivederci, the German auf Wiedersehen. It's a bit formal. You can say that, but it's a bit formal. And again, dag.
Dag.
Or you can make it as long as you like. You can say da.
Da.
Very good. Or doei.
Doei.
Well, I must say, doei is also a bit informal. When you have a job interview, don't leave the room by saying doei, but say dag. Sometimes people, I must say doei doei.
Doei doei.
Now, never say that because you sound like a cow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is time for music.
Yes, we sing the songs and we practice the words. This song is called Hey, Hallo, Hoi en Dag. It's very simple and it goes like this. Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen.
Goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag.
Goedenavond.
Goedenavond.
Goedenacht.
Goedenacht.
Hey, hallo, hoi en dag. Ja. Hey, hallo, hoi en dag. Goedemorgen.
Goedemorgen.
Goedemiddag.
Goedemiddag.
Goedenavond.
Goedenavond.
Bit more emotion, please. Goedenavond.
Goedenavond.
Goedenacht.
Goedenacht.
Hey, hallo, hoi en dag. Okay, come on. Hey, hallo, hoi en dag. Do that one more time.
Hey, hallo, hoi en dag.
Final time. Hey, hallo, hoi en dag.
Lovely song. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the next part of our presentation, and that is introducing yourself. Well, I told you at the beginning of this presentation, Dutch is not so difficult. In fact, it's a mixture of German and English, and you will notice that in a minute. All right. Wat is je naam?
Wat is je naam?
Mijn naam is Anna Mulder.
Mijn naam is Anna Mulder.
Hoe heet je?
Ik heet Anna Mulder.
All right. What is your name? You can relate to English. What is your name? It's very similar, isn't it? Hoe heet je is a bit like the French comment tu t'appelles, or the Italian come ti chiami, or the German wie heißt du, or the Spanish como te llamas. But in English we don't have something similar. It's something like how are you called? Well, that's very funny in English, but you can't say that. But that's the meaning of it. It means exactly what's your name, and then the answer would be I call myself Anna. So, hoe heet je?
Ik heet Anna Mulder.
And the last one, wie ben jij? And wie ben jij means something like, who are you? Wie ben jij?
Ik ben Anna Mulder.
So as you can see, we have three ways of introducing ourselves. Wat is je naam? Hoe heet je? En wie ben jij? Waar kom je vandaan? Waar kom je vandaan? Any idea what that means?
Where are you from?
Where are you from exactly? So could you please repeat after me? Waar kom je vandaan?
Waar kom je vandaan?
Waar kom je vandaan?
Ik kom uit Italië.
Waar kom je vandaan?
Ik kom uit China.
Waar kom je vandaan?
Ik kom uit Mexico.
Waar kom je vandaan?
Ik kom uit New York.
Okay. Next thing. Wat studeer je? Any idea what that means? Wat studeer je?
What are you studying?
Exactly. What do you study? Wat studeer je?
Ik studeer economie.
Wat studeer je?
Ik studeer biologie.
Wat studeer je?
Ik studeer international law.
Ah, okay. Waar woon je? Any idea what that means? If you speak German, you must recognize that. Waar woon je means...
Where do you live?
Exactly, where do you live? You're from Germany, sir?
Yes.
All right, okay. All right. Waar woon je? Could you please repeat after me? Waar woon je?
Waar woon je?
Ik woon in Amsterdam.
Ik woon in Amsterdam.
Waar woon je?
Waar woon je? Ik woon in Rotterdam.
Waar woon je?
Ik woon in Den Haag.
Aha. Well, 3 Dutch cities. I don't know if you've ever been to Rotterdam. Beautiful city, but a bit boring. And Den Haag, well, spend some time there, but come back quickly to Amsterdam. They're all beautiful cities because I don't want to offend anyone, but Amsterdam says it all. All right, we go to a little conversation, and I'm going to ask my colleague Fien a few questions, and we're going to do it for you. Hoi, ik heet Jack.
Hallo, ik ben Fien.
Waar kom je vandaan?
Ik kom uit Canada. En jij?
Ik kom uit Italië. Wat studeer je?
Ik studeer biologie. En jij?
Ik studeer economie. Waar woon je?
Ik woon in Amsterdam.
Oh, ik ook. Wat leuk. Tot ziens.
Dag.
Now, that was a very short conversation, wasn't it? All right. Perhaps you didn't get everything. The ik ook means me too. All right. That is a very short conversation. I'm going to ask a few questions to Henk. Please, Henk, could you answer the question? The first one is, hallo, hoe heet je?
Ik heet Henk.
Waar kom je vandaan?
Ik kom uit Nederland.
Ah, waar woon je?
Ik woon in Amsterdam.
Wat studeer je?
Ik studeer Nederlands.
Waar studeer je?
Ik studeer in Amsterdam.
Ah, dankjewel. Hallo, hoe heet je?
Ik heet Fien.
Ah, en waar kom je vandaan?
Ik kom ook uit Amsterdam.
Aha, en waar woon je nu?
Ik woon nu in Amsterdam.
Oké, en waar studeer je?
Ik studeer ook in Amsterdam.
Aha, en wat studeer je?
Ik studeer economie.
Dankjewel, thank you. Well, you see, that isn't very difficult, is it? Huh? Speaking Dutch. All right, I think it's time for music, so I'm going to ask Henk to get ready. And Henk is going to sing a song, and of course we expect you to sing along with him. And Henk will go through the lyrics with you.
Ja. I'll do the text and you do the chorus, hè? So that's easy. Wie ben jij? And then you repeat. Wie ben jij? Wat is je naam? Hè? En waar kom je vandaan? We gaan het zingen. Mijn naam is Jan, ik ben in Nederland geboren. Ik heet Herman, mijn achternaam, die is Van Doren. Ik ben Hassan, ik ben in Afrika geboren. En ik kom uit Iran, aangenaam, ja. Wie ben jij? Wat is je naam?
Wat is je naam?
Waar woon jij?
Waar woon jij?
Waar kom jij vandaan? Wie ben jij?
Wie ben jij?
Wat is je naam?
Wat is je naam?
Waar woon jij?
Waar woon jij?
Waar kom jij vandaan? Lekker, mooi, gezellig. Ik ben Arman, ik ben in Azië geboren. Mevrouw Van Dam, mijn voornaam, die is Hannelore. In Amsterdam woon ik, daar ben ik ook geboren. Peter is mijn naam, aangenaam, ja. Wie ben jij?
Wie ben jij?
Wat is je naam?
Wat is je naam?
Waar woon jij?
Waar woon jij?
Waar kom jij vandaan? Wie ben jij?
Wie ben jij?
Wat is je naam?
Wat is je naam?
Waar woon jij?
Waar woon jij?
Waar kom jij vandaan? Dank je.
Thank you, Henk, for this lovely song. Thank you very much. I think it's time for the alphabet. So the Dutch alphabet has 26 letters, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to read them out loud and just repeat after me. A.
A.
B.
B.
C.
C.
D.
D.
E.
E.
F.
F.
G.
G.
H.
H.
I.
I.
J.
J.
K.
K.
L.
L.
M.
M.
KLM is a Dutch airline. Do you know that? National airline. Oh, I shouldn't say that. N.
N.
O.
O.
P.
P.
Q.
Q.
R.
R.
S.
S.
T.
T.
U.
U.
V.
V.
W.
W.
X.
X.
Y.
I.
Z.
Z.
Very good. Well, in a minute we're going to spell our names, and as you can see, the Dutch word or the Dutch line, how do you spell that, is very similar to English. Hoe spel je dat? Could you please repeat after me? Hoe spel je dat?
Hoe spel je dat?
All right. Well, let me focus on the vowels because they might be a bit confusing in Dutch, especially when you speak English. A is the sound as in when you go to the doctor and you have to say ah. Could you repeat after me, please? Ah. A is the sound in day, Monday, Tuesday, day. A.
E.
E
I.
is the sound as in three. E.
I.
O is in most. O.
O.
And U is a bit difficult sometimes, but you speak French, think of the word rue. U.
U.
All right, and now we come to the last letter, the Y. In this case, we use this letter and we say this is, like in French, an Y. Y. Could you please repeat after me? Y.
I.
Good. E.
I.
Okay, we're going to do it one more time. A.
A.
E.
E.
I.
I.
O.
O.
U.
U.
E. Greg. All right. Good. That is what we want. We go to the numbers. Of course, it's very important to be able to count in any language, especially all the money you make here. So, of course, we're going to talk about the numbers. Could you please repeat after me? 0,
0,
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10.
10.
Well, as you can see, it is almost the same as in English, isn't it? Or German. Huh? We go on. 11,
11,
12,
12,
13,
13,
14,
14,
15,
15,
16,
16,
17,
17,
18,
18,
19,
19,
20.
20.
Very similar to English and German. We go on. Now look, we start again from 20, 20, 21,
21,
22,
22,
23.
23.
Now have you noticed something? 23. We do it the other way around, like the Germans. We say 3 and 20. Huh? It's exactly the same as the Germans do. Huh? Don't think it's funny, because the Germans aren't funny. And, well, I don't want to offend anyone, but it's not funny. And also in Arabic, it's exactly the same, isn't it? Huh? So we go on. 24,
24,
25,
25,
26, 27,
27,
28,
28,
29,
29,
30.
30.
So if you find it confusing the first time, always start with the last digit. Huh? And then you can say the numbers. We go on. 20,
20,
30,
30,
40,
40,
50,
50,
60,
60,
70,
70,
80,
80,
90,
90,
100.
100.
Sir, at the back, the Dutch equivalent of 88 was?
88.
Perfect. 88. Perfect. All right, so what I want you to do next is, could you shout as quickly as you can the following numbers? And in Dutch, of course. Huh? Here we go.
5.
Perfect. Perfect.
21.
21. All right, start with the last digit and say 1 and 20.
25.
35. Correct.
47.
47.
64.
64. Correct.
88.
You're never going to forget this one. 88. Could you please repeat that again? 88.
88.
Oh, beautiful. 9. Go on. And 90. 99. All right. That was the numbers. All right. I think we come to the last part, and that is we're going to order drinks, because I'm getting very thirsty. And of course, you have to be able to order drinks in a bar. So the Dutch line, wil je wat drinken, means something like, would you like something to drink? Wil je wat drinken?
Wil je wat drinken?
Yes, very similar to German, and also you can relate to English. Een kopje koffie.
Een kopje koffie.
And as you can see, we have an espresso or a cappuccino. But the Dutch word for a cup of coffee is een kopje koffie.
Een kopje koffie.
Koffie verkeerd.
Koffie verkeerd.
Now, what is this? Koffie verkeerd is like a latte macchiato. It's half coffee, half milk. So if you like that, then order a koffie verkeerd. Een koffie verkeerd.
Koffie verkeerd.
Een kopje thee.
Een kopje thee.
Een sapje.
Een sapje.
Een cola.
Een cola.
Een biertje.
Een biertje.
Yeah, biertje is, that's a diminutive. That makes it small. A small glass of beer is een biertje.
Gezellig.
Ja, gezellig. Hè? Biertje, could you say that again? Een biertje.
Een biertje.
And of course, you're in Holland, so Heineken, of course, is very popular here. Heineken beer. We go to een glas water.
Een glas
Oh,
water.
it's English, isn't it? A glass of water. How they forgot the off there. Een glas water. And I must say, if you come to this country, if you drink tap water, it's the best quality water in the world. And so don't go to the supermarket and spend all your money on plastic bottles of water. It's not good for the environment. It's better to use tap water. Een glas water.
Een
Glas water.
Een glas rode wijn.
Een glas rode wijn.
Oh, I think she had one too many. Yes, een glas witte wijn.
Een glas witte wijn.
Good. En de rekening.
De rekening.
Now, if you speak German, you must recognize that word because in German it's almost the same. And that's a very funny thing. If you come to this country, nothing is free here, so we always go Dutch. And you know what that means, don't you? Yes, we split the bill. You know, the Dutch are very, well, how should I, well, yeah, well,
Notorious,
yes,
huh?
about that, about money. So, well, we go Dutch, we pay our own drinks. So, de rekening.
De rekening.
Very good. Now, I'm going to show you a few lines and then repeat after me. Wil je wat drinken?
Wil
Wil je wat drinken?
Ja, lekker.
Ja, lekker.
Nee, dank je.
Nee, dank je.
Biertje?
Biertje?
Ja, lekker.
Ja, lekker.
Wat wil je drinken?
Wat wil je drinken?
Een cola graag.
Een cola graag.
And the Dutch graag is something, I'll have a Coke, please. Graag. Een cola graag.
Een
Cola graag.
Ja. Doe mij maar een cola.
Doe mij maar een cola.
Means something like, I have a Coke. En jij?
En jij?
Jij?
Ook een cola?
Ook een cola?
Doe mij maar een koffie.
Doe mij maar een koffie.
Okay. Here we are. Zullen we een borrel drinken?
Zullen we een borrel
drinken?
You can relate to English. Shall we have a drink? Ja, gezellig.
Ja, gezellig.
Kan ik wat bestellen?
Kan ik
wat
wat
bestellen?
bestellen?
Ja, natuurlijk.
Ja, natuurlijk.
2 bier en een cola, alsjeblieft.
2 bier en een cola, alsjeblieft.
Prima, alsjeblieft.
Prima, alsjeblieft.
Dankjewel.
Dankjewel.
Proost.
Proost.
All right, very good. Thank you very much. All right, I think it's time for Henk. Henk is going to sing a world-famous song about Amsterdam. The Tulips from Amsterdam, Henk.
Yeah,
Yeah. Are you
famous. Yes, this is the song about the tulips. Here we go. And you can participate. Als de lente komt, dan stuur ik jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. Als de lente komt, pluk ik voor jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. Als ik wederkom, dan breng ik jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. 1000 gele, 1000 rode, wensen jou het allermooiste. Wat mijn mond niet zeggen kan, zeggen tulpen uit Amsterdam. Now we do that one more time because it's so nice. Als de lente komt, dan stuur ik jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. Ja! Als ik lente kom, pluk ik voor jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. Als ik wederkom, dan breng ik jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. How many? 1000 gele, ja, 1000 rode, wensen jou het allermooiste, wat mijn mond niet zeggen kan. Zeggen tulpen uit Amsterdam.
Thank you, Hank, for this lovely song. And ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our presentation. And the only thing I would like to say is tot ziens and enjoy Amsterdam. Have a good time in this lovely city. And Fien has something to say to you as well.
Well, we really hope you enjoyed our crash course, and please come to Amsterdam and use all the stuff you've just learned. All the new words, use the r and the and everything. Suppose you're interested in studying a bit more Dutch, please feel free to join us at our institute, at the UVA, ENTT, and all the information in the slides. Also, we've got this very nice special course for all UVA students. It's called My Dutch, Master Your Dutch. And if you've got an UVANet ID, you can easily go there and find your way through this course, or a tiny bit of Dutch, all sorts of clips, and find your way around all the buildings and the UVA. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Tot
Tot
ziens.
ziens. Dag.